Miming relationship drama unveiled. So last month, my best friend Greg told me he was seeing someone new, but he was being super mysterious about it. He said she was one of a kind, very expressive, and oddly, great at keeping secrets. Naturally, I was curious, so when he finally invited me to meet her at his apartment, I was expecting someone quirky, maybe an artist or a poet. I showed up with a bottle of wine and my best, don't embarrass Greg smile, ready to be supportive. When I walked in, Greg was sitting on the couch holding hands with no one, or at least that's what it looked like. Then, out of nowhere, a woman in full mime makeup and striped shirt appeared from behind an imaginary wall and waved silently at me. Greg introduced her as Amelie, and she shook my hand, though really she just grasped the air near my palm and nodded solemnly. The whole night, she didn't say a word, but she managed to convey an entire soap opera's worth of emotions whenever Greg brought up anything personal. If Greg mentioned his ex, Amelie would clutch her chest, collapse into an invisible chair, and pretend to sob. Things got weirder when dinner started. Greg kept trying to have a normal conversation, but every time he made a joke, Amelie would pretend to laugh hysterically and then get trapped inside an invisible box until Greg apologized. At one point, I tried to pass her the bread, and she mimed being stuck behind a glass wall. Greg whispered, "She has boundaries," so I awkwardly put the bread back. It was like eating with a silent film star who had beef with the entire world but was contractually forbidden from saying so. After dessert, Greg confided in me that things between them were a little tense. Apparently, every time they argued, Amelie would just start climbing an invisible rope and disappear into the bedroom for hours. He sighed, "I just wish she'd talk to me." I told him, "Greg, I think you need couples counseling, or at least a sledgehammer, for all those invisible walls between you two. Because right now, your relationship is full of unspoken tensions and literal silent treatment."